Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, we are going to talk about Fable 5, the most powerful model that Anthropic has released to date. And honestly, we are not going to explain how to log in or how to press a button because that's very obvious, right? What we are going to do in this case or in this video is show 6 prompting techniques that almost no one is suggesting. So these noticeable differences between Fable 5 and, for example, Sonnet, which will be the latest, almost the latest, same we have Opus 4.8, will be very noticeable, right? So the first thing we are going to do is talk about Fable 5. Is an artificial intelligence model here from Claude, which has its base model. You could say Sonnet 3.5, but it has extra security layers for sensitive topics such as biology and cybersecurity. So in practice, this translates to much deeper reasoning, a context windows that reaches up to 1 million tokens, and superior performance in multi-steps tasks. This is not just about answering a single question. Now, the part that people sometimes don't like to hear is that, as you can see, here we have Fable 5. It tells us, in this case, that it consumes the weekly usage limit much faster than Sonnet or even Opus would. And once this is run out, this percentage, then it starts billing through usage credits from the API rate. And that's why we need to know how to use this model here before our credits run out and it becomes a problem. First, we are going to have the first prompt. So this will be explicitly activating extended reasoning. The following technique is the simplest of all. We are just going to ask Fable 5 to think before responding. This might sound a bit obvious, but most people don't do this. And here what we are going is losing a big part of the advantage that this model gives us. So what we will have to do is input the following. In this case, we have, before answering, reason step by step out loud about the possible solutions with the pros and the cons of each one, and only then give me your final recommendations with justifications. This will be the first technique. The second technique will be taking advantage of the 1 million tokens context window. Since almost no one exploited this because Fable 5 carried an entire document, a whole repository, or several PDFs all at once. So most people keep pasting small snippets. They don't do it comprehensively. They usually do this just in case, like we could do for this example with Sonnet 3.5 or with other methods or models. Therefore, we will be writing the following prompt. I'm going to paste the entire document, not a summary, analyze it in full before responding. Don't assume anything that is not in the text, and the end cite which section supports its conclusions. This will be the second prompt. Let's move on to the third prompt here. We have the technique number 3, which will be structuring the input with tags. It might sound technical, but it's actually very simple. Instead of rush writing a long paragraph asking for several mixed things or separating each part with tags, what Fable 5 will do here is follow structured instructions with a far greater precision than a continuous paragraph. For this example, we are going to put this one right here. Let's place this lower in the other language. We'll have the context area here. As you can see, it will be, if you're a bit more familiar with programming, it's like we are splitting things up, right? So here we will first have to put the context. Then inside this context section, obviously all the reference material. Then where it says task, it's what we want to artificial intelligence to do in this activity. And finally, the format. In this case, you have a specific format, an introduction or want to specify something you don't want inside your generate file or document. Now, let's move to technique number 4, which is changing prompts instead of asking for everything all at once. Since a single giant prompt asking, for example, write the entire text for me, almost always gives generic results. Fable fights perform better when you treat it as a collaborator working in multiple steps rather than just an instant results machine. Here we have, for instance, step number 1. We will see here where it says, give me an outline of the key points, don't develop them yet. Step 2, great, and now develop only point 2 and 4. And finally, step 3, make the tone more direct to the filer. Doing this create something a bit more progressive, serving a multi-steps process as such rather than doing it all in one, which could cause the AI to stall or perform poorly. So let's move to the technique number 5, using it in agent mode for multiple step task. Since Fable 5 is not just for chatting, it's designed for agentic workflows, searching for information, executing code, reviewing its own results, and self-correcting. If we're using it only for standalone questions like what time is today, will be wasting the exact capability and that makes this model intelligence. Therefore, we are going to use the 2 prompts here. For example, let it put it in. In this case, we have what it says, I need you to research X, verify the data against at least 2 sources, write the analysis, and finally review your own work for errors before developing. What Fable 5 does here sets it apart from previous model, as you can maintain a reasoning and action chain without losing the thread completely. And the technique 6, the final one we will discuss in this video, is talking about when not to use the Fable 5 model. This is the part when some guides don't tell us, and well, in this case, I will. As you know, Fable 5 is expensive. Once we run out of million tokens percentage included in your plan, whether Pro or Max, billing kicks in at $50 per month tokens. Keep in mind that is 5 times more expensive than other models like Sonnet or Haiku, which is the cheapest among these models here. Therefore, my rule or recommendation is that for raw draft, brainstorming, and simple tasks, we should use a later model. For deep analysis, final decisions, or tasks that truly require that million tokens context, that's where I do recommend using the new Fable 5 model. Also keep in mind that sometimes this model here gets hidden, so it's included in plans periodically. For instance, right now it's included until July 19th. This often gets extended or removed from here, leaving us with just these options. So I recommend taking advantage of it while you can. And well, as I mentioned, treat it like a specialist, not just a default model. That way we manage our weekly limit better and avoid credit surprises at the end of the month from extra charges.